Good morning, students. I'm here back again. B, well, comprehension unseen, we did from non-detail advertisement, non-verbal data. I had explained to you that it's very easy for you to complete these comprehension passages and where you can stand to get extra marks. Don't leave out any choice. I know your paper is quite lengthy, because there's a lot of descriptive, but just think, had you written only 4 answers for that, and unfortunately one answer is wrong, you stand to lose a mark. So by answering all the 6 question and answers, which hardly takes any time, you will be benefited, in fact, because in this you don't stand to lose a mark unless they are more than 2 wrongs, then you stand to lose a chance. Now, today we shall take up filling forms, which is again objective. Here also each carries half mark, and you have to answer any 8 to get 4 marks. But there are 10 blanks, so I would advise you to attend all the 10 blanks that are there. Each blank carries only half mark. Okay? And another thing that you should remember in filling forms is, children, they are numbers. And you just have to write 1, 2, 3, 1 under the other, and whatever is given, write like this. There are 10 blanks. Attempt all the 10, but write it in this way. There are some who draw the, and usually a bank will have 2. One will also be written here, one will also be written here. Date will be written there, date will be written here. You don't have to write here, there, and all that, or draw the diagram. Just number them one under the other and write them, and attempt all the 10 blanks that are given there. Now, going on to the first. You are at Srinivas, staying at Vidyanagar, Adilabad. You want to purchase some books from assorted bookstore Hanamkonda. Your account number is given there. Apply for a demand draft for rupees 3,600 today in favor of the bookstore, payable at SBI Hanamkonda main branch. The exchange to be paid is rupees 40. Now, in demand draft, there will be 2 branches given. Remember that, payable at Hanamkonda. This branch is Vidyanagar. You needn't write Adilabad, just write Vidyanagar. Vidyanagar, if you write, it's more than enough, children. You want to write, you can always write, because every place has many branches. And the main branch is Vidyanagar in Adilabad. That is the area. If you write Vidyanagar, that's enough. Remember, in demand draft only, you have 2 branches. One is Hanamkonda and one is Vidyanagar. Date, when it's a dash, you just write today's date, 10 June 6, 2023. Next 3, it is where you have to send. It assorted book. Hanamkonda. Number 4, that is the amount. Amount is 3,600. And write the word only. Next, 5th is the amount in words, 3,600. 6 is the exchange. Exchange is 40. 7th is the total amount, 3,640. 8 is, he says whether it is cash, check, or anything. Here it is not applicable because it's a demand draft. 9 is payable at Hanamkonda main branch. And last 10 is your mobile number. He hasn't asked you for the account number. Anyway, mobile number, any 10 digits. Okay. Going on to the next. It is very easy, children. All you have to see it properly and write. You are Mr. Venkateswarlu, your savings bank account number is so and so in the SBI branch of Shamshabad. Your mobile number is any 10 digits they have given. When they have given, you have to write that only. Over there, your mobile number was in there, so write any 10 digits. Deposit an amount of 8,000 into your account today, and the denomination is 3 notes of 2,000, the remaining in 500 notes. Here, only one is given. That doesn't mean you don't write 2,000 as well as 500. Both you have to write. So let's start. First is branch. What is the branch? SBI Shamshabad. Two is the date. 10, see, they are bars. So draw bars. 2023. 3 is your account number. Your account number is 1254 5635 489. Fourth is rupees 8,000. No, rupees in words. This is name. M. Venkateswarlu. Before a name, here it is not written, but sometimes it's written Mr. Please do not write Mr. when you are writing in the book. That is the check or deposit slip, pay-in slip, or zero 12543. Six is in words. Figures, sorry, amount 8,000. 7 is the amount. I spell it out. 8,000 only. When you are writing the amounts, if it's figures, you have to draw a slash and a hyphen there or a dash. And when you're writing in words, it is always better to write only. Sometimes it's written there. Most of the time, it's not written. 8. 8 is denomination. How much did he say? 3 notes of 2,000. 2,000 into 3 is 3 twos are 6, 6,000. Then in that only the remaining 500. It is 8,000. So another 2,000. 2,000 into 500 into 4. 2,000. You have to write like this, children. Both have to be mentioned. Just because it's in 2,000 doesn't mean you just write 2,000 into 3, 6,000. It is incomplete. And now the total is 8,000. 9. The 10th one is the signature, depositor, Venkateswarlu. That's it. Direct, nothing is, and they will be given. This is known as counterfoil. When you give them, they will check the PAN card, everything. Here, PAN card isn't mentioned. Sometimes they mention the PAN card. And you have to fill the details. After doing that, this, why numbers are written, this will be returned to you with a stamp. You should keep it till such time that the money is deposited in your account. If you don't get the notification that the money has been deposited, you can always bring the counterfoil and check with them. So that is why this is known as counterfoil and will be given to you. And in both the columns, you have to fill. But here you don't have to write 2 times. The same thing is there. The date as to both sides, branch on both sides. So the numbers will be same. All you have to write is 1 to 10, one under the other. Please do not draw the diagram or write 1 here, 2 there on your paper. Many children make that mess of their papers. Keep it in one place. And it's very easy, all direct. Only thing in demand draft, remember there are 2 branches. One where you deposit and one where it is payable at, where you send it to. So going on to the next. You are C.H. Krishna, your account number is 562185619932. Deposit an amount of 9,300 into your savings bank account with SBI Panjagutta branch. Your mobile number is there. Your amount and denomination is 500 notes, 18 other are 100 notes. This calculation you have to do. What is the branch? First is SBI Panchagutta. Two is the date. 10/6/2023. Sometimes they mention the date. If they don't mention the day you are writing the exam, you just write that day. Number 3 is your account number. Account number is 56218561,932. When you are copying also, please make sure you are copying properly. Okay? 4. Name. Name is C.H. Krishna. 5. Telephone number. Telephone number is also given 8374-373-612. 6th is amount. What is the amount? 9,300. 7, you have to write it in words. 9, N-I-N-E, 1,300 only. Number 8 is the denominations. What are the denominations? 500 into 18 is equivalent to 9,000. 100 into 3, 300. 9 is the total. Actually, 9 should be here. Here it's given total 9,300. 10 is the depositor. C.H. Krishna. Very easy, isn't it, children? There's nothing difficult about it. It's easy, very well understood by anyone. Going on to the next. The 4th. Any doubts, children? Other than demand draft, the others are clear cut. Only thing, remember the denomination. Whatever other you can't calculate. Since 500 into 18 is 9,000, the remaining is 300. So 100 into 3. The calculation should be done accordingly. Now this is post office savings account form. Here, okay. You are Madhubala. Your account number is 18975 in Bellampalli Post Office, Mancherial District. Deposit an amount of 25,000 into your account by filling in the post office savings account form. So the first is post office. What's post office? Bellampalli. So first one is Bellampalli. Second, date. When it's a dash, no, sorry. Third is date. Second is account number. When it's a dash, you can write any way. You needn't write 10 dash and all that. You can also write 10 June 2023. So when there is a dash, you can write it anyway, children. You needn't write to 10 dash 06 dash 2023, but you can also write 10 June 2023. Coming to the fourth, paid into the credit of K. Madhubala. Fifth, rupees 25,000 only. See, here it says only, but in certain places that isn't there. 25,000 you can write, since only is already written. Sixth one is in figures. 25,000. Okay. Seventh again is date. 10 June 2023. 8 is the SB assistant by, actually it is not applicable here, because here it is the post office assistant who will be signing it. So not applicable. Easy, isn't it, children? What is difficult about this? Here there are only 8 blanks. You will have to fill 8 blanks. But rarely you will get this. Usually you get the bank deposit or pay in slip. So that you have to fill completely. And there you get 10 blanks. It's better to fill all the 10 blanks. So coming to the next. This is, see, here Mr. L. Srinivas is mentioned. When the name has Mr., when you're writing his name, don't write Mr. It's a must that on a checkbook or pay-in slip, you do not write the word Mr., only your complete name. Mr. L. Srinivas wants to deposit an amount of 9,600 and the date is given. When the date is given, you must write that particular date, 22/5/2022, in his savings account with the SBI Asifabad branch. His account number is, digits are given. He carries the amount in the denomination of 518 and the remaining are 200 notes. His mobile number is so and so. Fill the details in the following voucher to deposit the amount. First is branch. Where is the branch? SBI Asifabad. So write first SBI, Asifabad. Branch is already mentioned, so never make the mistake of writing branch. Now coming to the date, it's clearly given there. 22nd May 2022. 3. 3 is your account number. Your account number is 63217569982. 4. Name. I told you, don't write Mr. Just write L. Srinivas. 5th. 5th is your mobile number. Your mobile number is 9848 12345. $9,600. 7th is amount in words. NINE 9,000, comma 600 only. 8th. What is 8? Denominations. What are the denomination? 500 into 18 is equivalent to 9,000. The remaining 200. 200. How much money? 6. 2 into 3? 6. 9 is total. 9,600. 10 is the depositor. L. Srinivas. Easy, children. And how long does it take for you to write 2 more? Unless you have any doubt, try as far as possible to attempt all the answers. Now going on to the next, the last one. You are Lakshmi. You want to withdraw an amount of 14,500 from your account in SBI Mancherial branch. On here also date is written 2nd June 2022. Your account number is, the word is given, and PAN. The PAN number is very important. It is a mixture of alphabets, letters, and in the end also you have an alphabet. Fill the following withdrawal form. So the first one is, what is the first one? Branch. What is the branch? SBI Mancherial. What is the second one? Date. Date you have to write according to what is given here. That is 02/06/2022. Third one. Third one. Name of the account holder. There is only one simple name, Lakshmi. Fourth, account number. What is the account number? 52178 and 6 nines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Children, the account number should be clear, as well as mobile number if it's given, date, all this check properly and right. If they don't give the mobile number, fictitious 10 digits can be written. Now rupees, what is rupees? 14,000. $500 only. Sixth one, in words. Sorry, figures. 7, PAN card. What is PAN card number? CNP 234N. Okay. 8, mobile number. Mobile number is not written. Write any 10 digits. 9, branch. Again, he says branch. SBI, Manchuria. And 10 is this signature of the account holder, Lakshmi. So in this way, within 2 minutes, you can write all the 10 answers. Please don't leave out any answer. I know, though they say write only 8 to get the 4 marks, always go in. These are objective. It hardly takes you. I'm not asking you to write extra annotation, question and answer. If there is time, which 99%, because after writing, you need to go through your work, whether what you have written is right or not. And that takes time. And I would prefer you writing these objectives, and only if time permits, you can go in for extra annotation or question and answer. So like I told you, it is only in demand draft that you have 2 addresses. One is branch, Vidyanagar, Adilabad. The second is SBI Hanamkonda main branch. It's only in a demand draft. Other pay in check, the deposit, you will not have. It is only where you submit the, you pay, the branch is given. It is only in demand draft that you have 2 addresses. One is where you pay and one where it is payable at, and that is why here the branch will be Vidyanagar and payable at will be SBI Hanamkonda main branch. With this, we have finished doing the filling in the forms. And children, it should be very easy for you to write them in no time. Remember that, children, don't be in a hurry to write. Take your own sweet time and write properly. Coming to the next paper, I would like to ask you, at least I get a, while writing annotation and question and answers, especially those who are writing betterment. You, blackboard करते थे, blackboard, note. I finished filling in forms. I teach them on the board. About black nahi white. Thank you. So when you are writing annotations and question and answers, children, 2-3 things you have to keep in mind. One is, especially those who are writing betterment, you have to write a little more. While those who are writing for supplementary, you just write to the points, that's enough. Like in annotations, if you write 3 subheadings, it is enough, children. Reference. Next is context. Context, if you cannot remember the spelling, please write explanation. In explanation also, there are many times when children write a mistake. When you write explain, there is I. But when you are writing explanation, there is no I. But there are times when children write I over there. And last is general relevance. If you cannot remember the spellings, take the easiest way. You needn't write general relevance. If you write conclusion also, it's enough. But if you write the subheadings, there are chances that you'll get more marks. And always remember, every lesson will have, you have to write the name of the author and the poet. So, from which lesson or which poem it is written. Now take for the example, the first one, where, what is the lesson? I didn't bring. Say, goodbye party to Miss Pushpa. To Miss Pushpa T.S. This is the first poem, and the poet is Nizam Eskil. Now, suppose you have not remembered that. There are times when children, what they write, this line is taken from Goodbye Party to Miss Pushpa T.S., written by and they leave a big gap over there. When you leave the gap, what happens? Immediately, the examiner knows that you have forgotten the name of the poet, and marks are deducted. Keep this in mind, children. When you are writing, you needn't leave any gap. Okay, you have forgotten. But unless you leave a gap, it may not strike the examiner that you have forgotten. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is these lines are, or this line is. There are times when you mix up the singular and the plural. Keep to any one. If you're writing these lines are, write it completely. Otherwise, this line is. Now, suppose you are writing, this line is taken from the poem goodbye party to Miss Pushpa P.S. Now, you don't know the name of the poet. You have forgotten. Just leave it. These lines are taken from the poem Goodbye Party to Miss Pushpa T.S. Here the poet talks about, continue from there. But if you leave the gap, children, automatic, see, if you don't write the name of the poet, sometimes some examiners notice, but they turn a blind eye. They may give you good marks. There are times when you lose a mark, but if you leave a gap, automatically marks are deducted. Please, children, try as far as possible. After all, out of the 15 lessons, leave out one very clearly, like The Religion of the Forest by Rabindranath Tagore. It's such a time-consuming and very dry. Five, leave out one. Learn only four. But when you learn the four, with the lesson and the author you should learn. Likewise, from the poetry, which are five, leave out one, learn five. But you have to learn the poem and the poet you should know. Okay, again from non-detail, 5 minus 1, 4. So how many lessons and authors you are learning? It's only 12. And choose the lesson or the poem which is easy, where you can write without mistakes. Especially those who are writing betterment children, in reference, don't just write this line is taken from so-and-so lesson, the author just mentioned that. There, for supplementary, it's accepted because 2 marks are given. But when you write a little more about the poet, you get extra marks. And here we are trying to get betterment students must try to get 98 marks. And to do that, a little extra must be written. Supplementary students just need to get 35 or a little above 35. Their target is mostly 35. So if they write the name of the lesson and the author, that's enough for them. And don't forget, learn only like Goodbye Party to Miss Pushpa deals with only one theme. Here all her colleagues have got together to wish her bid her goodbye as she's going abroad. And here they discuss about her behavior, not only about her outside appearance, but also her inside character. She is always smiling. She always goes out of the way to help her friends. Even when she is busy, she never says no. And though her father is a well-known advocate, she's from a well-to-do family. She's very simple, loving, and everything. And that's how all her colleagues appreciate her and want her to be successful when she is going abroad, and bid her goodbye by throwing a party. That's the theme. One answer, if you learn, that's enough, children. Either one annotation or one question and answer. If it comes as a question and answer, write it in a paragraph. If it comes as an annotation, divide it into the 3 subheadings. 3 subheadings are enough. Reference, like in your study material, he says context as well as explanation. By itself, context means explanation. And the last is you can give different subheading. It means one and the same, whether it's critical comment, general relevance, or just conclusion, it's enough. It sums up the whole thing. So remember this and try as far as possible. I know it is a very lengthy paper. That doesn't excuse you from writing an illegible work. And regarding your section B is one of the easiest. There are only 4 comprehension. One is comprehension from the non-detailed, one unseen passage, one advertisement, and one non-verbal data. Very easy. If you want to start from section B, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to start from section A. But those who are starting from section A, time your paper properly. This is very, very essential. There are times when children have not been able to complete their papers and have come saying that. So whatever it is, children, you can start from section. Before moving on to either B or C. Or you can start with section B, go on to A, then C. Either way, no problem. Whichever section you do, it is not mandatory that you do it in a line. But whatever section, it should be in one place. If you start with section A, complete section A properly before going on to the next. And regarding betterment students, it is better if you create a good impression on the examiner. Like when CV is given, always write covering letter. Cover letter comes before. As I've told you, there are 4 editions in a cover letter, which is different from a formal letter. Like in a formal letter, you write the name. First line is name. Second is your house number. Next is the street. And the 4th is the city. All in a straight line. You need to keep the format properly. Write in a straight line. Draw a margin because only then it will be in a perfect straight line. Learn to create a good impression in the mind of the examiner. And the differences are in the city, you are supposed to write PIN code. And we never write the phone number. Phone number has to be written, contact number, then comes email ID. These are the 3 additions in a cover letter, which is different from a formal letter. In formal letter, you just write name, house number, street, city. Then you go on to date. But in cover letter, these are very essential because the PIN code tells the postman which area you are located in. And suppose they are sending interview letters, they will send it through email ID. So that is why email ID is must. And if there is an urgency, they need to contact you, contact number. So after this, the remaining remains the same. Next will be date. Next will be to address, name, to whom you whoever you are addressing, and the city. After this, and another essential thing is salutation comes before subject. This is another common mistake made by the salutation comes before the subject, not subject first and then the salutation. And subject will be written in, you must have seen in your computer, BIU, meaning bold, italics, underline. Bold is all in capital letters, and italics we can't do. It is only when you type. Underline is when you write in small letters, underline. This is to highlight. Remember, all formal letters, subject plays a very important role. And remember, it comes after salutation, not subject first and salutation. Common mistake. And the fourth edition, like I said in cover letter, will be after your complimentary close. Even complimentary close, there are times when children write, why such a big one? And they say, this is capital letter. Remember, once it comes down, it means it is small letter. So why, even if you write capital letter, keep in mind your 4 rule book in school, yours sincerely, actually sincerely is not written. It is written faithfully and truly. Sincerely used to be in the traditional letter. Now we only use it when we write the name of the person. After this, you sign your signature. The 4th edition is enclosed. This is very important. What is enclosed? If you're writing resume, write resume. If you're writing CV, write CV. And by the way, this is not pronounced as resume, but resume. Remember that, children. Another common mistake made by the children. So keep all this in mind. Best thing is try as far as possible to impress the examiner. How would you impress the examiner? First thing, your handwriting should be very neat. Second thing, clearly written, presented well. Keep each section in accordingly. If you start from section A, complete it before going on to B. Complete that, then C. Or you can always start with B because it's very easy. C, there are only 5 descriptive, the remaining are objective. But when you are doing B and C, keep in mind, section A carries 40 marks. It is descriptive and 10 question and answers and annotations have to be written. So time your paper properly. Time plays a very important part, children, especially senior inter. Very, there are times when children have returned from the exam crying, saying we did not complete the paper. Don't say that, children. If you are like nothing comes out of syllabus. If you have read from the first page to the last page, everything comes from the textbook. If you're well prepared, don't lift your head, continue writing. Your hand may ache, but afterwards you can relax later on, but work hard. And like I said, create by writing the formats and everything, CV, description, letter writing, everything in a proper straight line, so that at a glance, remember, the examiner will not read line by line, word by word. If you can, carry a highlighter, or please do not use, what is this, red or green pen. Please, children, even to underline, you cannot use red and green. You can use blue, You can use black or any color pencils. Highlight it. If not, just underline the word with the pencil, so that the examiner, when he sees the keywords underlined, he will know that you know the subject and will be impressed. And that's all we want. So repeatedly, I'm telling you, children, remember, examiners not going to read line by line, word by word. What he depends is, he'll just skim through the impression that you create, plays a mandatory role in his mind. So remember all this. All the best, children. And today is the end of your class. I hope I have helped you in some way. Remember what the crucial points that I've told, like in demand draft, there will be 2 addresses and so on and so forth. So thank you. Have a good day and prepare well for your exams. All the best.